Many hadiths are called controversial, but most of the time, this is because people misunderstand them. Usually the issue is not with the hadith itself. In this video, we will discuss 10 hadiths that people often question. We will also explain what scholars have said about them. We will look at these hadiths one by one and share the explanations from Islamic scholars, so you can understand them more clearly. One hadith that people often discuss says that, in financial contracts, the testimony of 2 women is equal to that of 1 man. This rule was not about intelligence, but about experience. In the past, men usually handled business, not women. The rule helped make sure financial matters were accurate. Another hadith says the Prophet discouraged husbands from hitting their wives, even in a small way. Scholars explain that this was meant as a last, symbolic action, not to hurt anyone. The Prophet himself never hit a woman. He always showed kindness. There is also a hadith where Aisha said she was young when she married the Prophet. Scholars do not agree on her exact age because of different calendar systems. But in her society, she was considered mature, and her marriage was respected and agreed upon. Another hadith says angels do not enter a house with a dog. Scholars say this was about hygiene at that time. Keeping dogs for security, hunting, or farming was allowed. The hadith was about ritual purity, not cruelty. Some narrations also warn against musical instruments. But there are other hadith where the Prophet allowed singing with a drum during Eid and weddings. Scholars have different views, but most agree music is fine if it does not encourage bad behavior. There is also a hadith that says a woman should not travel without a mahram, or male guardian. This rule was about safety because travel was dangerous in the past. Today, many scholars say that if a woman is safe and her dignity is protected, that is what matters most. Another hadith says, black seed is a cure for every disease except death. Scholars say this means black seed has many health benefits, but it does not cure everything. Modern research also shows it has medicinal value. There is a hadith that says the sun prostrates under Allah's throne before rising again. Scholars say this means everything follows God's order. It is a metaphor teaching us that all creation obeys Allah. There is also the story of Tamim al-Dari, who saw Dajjal tied up on an island. Scholars say this is from the unseen world. We may not know exactly what it means, but its purpose is to warn us, not to give us geography. Finally, there is a hadith that says, if a fly falls in your drink, dip it, because one wing has disease and the other has the cure. At first, people thought this was strange, but now, science shows that insects have both germs and substances that fight germs. This hadith shows the hidden wisdom in Allah's creation. Many hadiths may seem controversial at first, but usually this is because people misunderstand them. When we take time to learn and understand, we can see the wisdom in Islam much more clearly. Please remember, this video is for educational purposes. If you want to learn more about Islam quickly, visit our shorts section here on ClickDEEN.